Hello Aquarius. We're going to be doing you a mid to late July tarot reading today. We're going to see what you need to hear going into last week of July, second to last week of July. Let's find out what's going on. If there's anything you want me to ponder upon when I'm doing these readings in the near future, let me know down in the comments. And I hope things are going well for you, but I suppose I'm about to find some of that out myself. Been picking up on some interesting energies, some heavy, some good. So let's see what's going on for Aquarius. Let's see. Heart of the matter. Currently, I've been doing some mix of 4 card readings and Celtic cross spread. Today I'm doing Celtic cross spread. Let's get at it. Why wait? Okay. 6 of Wands. Kicking off the reading is the heart of the matter. And the opposing force for this card is going to be Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles came up in yesterday's General Energies reading. You might check it out if this reading ends up resonating. It was not the heart of the matter for that reading, but it was a clarifying factor. A lot of new beginning energy in that reading. So you might... Both these cards are ironically cards of like renewal, starting from scratch, rebirth. The 6 of Wands is hugely a card of like rebirth. It's got this butterfly here, right? So like it's kind of like you went from the caterpillar to the butterfly, and now you're figuring out like how to use your wings, right? And the Ace of Pentacles is about like planting that seed and watching it grow into something more. So when I look at these two together, I get the energy of like you've planted the seeds of something new and you're not too sure if it's going to work out how you want, right? It might. I think you might be in your head about this a good amount. Let's go ahead and pull more cards. The World. Not reverse. Yeah, this next card. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, big old 10 of Swords. Oh boy. Oh boy. The Lovers. Okay. I'm not sure it's a love reading, but it sure could be. New beginning in love. Maybe you had your heart ripped out and stomped on the ground and crushed into ash a while back, and now you're looking at this new love opportunity and thinking, ooh, do I want to do that again? Is that it? Last time that hurt a lot. Do I want to do that again? A lot of Wands energy here. 5 of Wands. Okay, so we got some conflict. Maybe this previous love ended ugly, like real ugly, right? Like cussed out, never want to see each other again, maybe cheating even, who knows. In the position of the future. Not that card. You know what? Not that card. You get that vibe and you're like, this one ain't it, chief. That next card is. And by the next card, I mean this one. 10 of Pentacles reverse. Alright. So you're feeling like your cup's a little empty. You're feeling like your abundance is a little bit cooked. You're sitting there and you're like, woe is me. No coins in my cup. No people in my DMs. But now like someone's finally maybe coming into your DMs and you're like, oh no, there's a person in my DMs. What do I do? Right? Well, what you do is unlimited Wands energy. So much fire energy here. Maybe you're attracting a fire sign. Maybe this previous person I'm picking up on was a fire sign. Maybe you just got a thing for fire signs. I don't know. Maybe you're the... In Aquarius, I was going to say maybe you're the fire sign. Maybe you fire in your chart somewhere. Last 2 cards. Okay. Queen of Cups in the position of fears and hopes, kind of actually further adding to this whole, like, concept of, oh, I don't know if like, love is for me right now. I don't know if I'm healed enough. Like, maybe this person's coming at you real fast and strong, and you're like, ooh, sorry, buddy. My heart is still, like, recovering from yester relationship, right? And so you're not sure, but you also, like, maybe you like them and you don't want to let the opportunity blow by. It's funny, I don't actually focus on love readings here on the channel, but if I get the energy that one's coming out in front of me, I'll read a love reading. So, in the final outcome, what's happening in the final outcome? I think 2 cards, okay? Four of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. Alright, what this tells me in the final outcome is you can have abundance, right? But you need to, like, delicately navigate it, not get caught up in the past, and not let this past person, like, mess it up for you. You know, exes can, like, smell when you're talking to someone new, they say. And, so maybe what's going to happen is you're going to, like, actually get a little comfortable talking to this person, and then your ex is going to come barreling in like the big bad wolf ready to blow your house of straw down. And you need to not let that happen. You need to stay in your delicate energy. Likewise, between this and the Queen of Cups sitting here in the position of, like, your hopes and fears, I feel like you really need to, like, soften up a little bit. Like, maybe because of this past love, you're real, jaded about new love coming in. You're like, that was so bad last time. I learned my lesson. I'm not doing it again. I'm at least not doing it right now. But I think we don't really get to choose when the love bug comes crawling for us, right? I think we just get to tolerate it when it does come crawling towards us. And, I mean, this is a positive reading. We got new beginnings, metamorphosis. We got the world here. This is such a positive energy that rarely comes out of the tarot in my experience. This could be the relationship you're looking for. You know, this could be the person that makes you say, oh, I was wrong. I don't need to be a real hard ass about love, about vulnerability. That isn't actually doing me any favor. Letting this person in is not regrettable. And sure, we can say, oh, it's just the honeymoon phase. Give it a few months. It'll be the same. I think that creates a self-fulfilling prophecy, and you need to just let it unfold. Okay? It's tough. It can be scary. Like, I kind of resonate with this reading, minus the new love coming in. I've been pretty isolated myself lately. But what I would say is the need for vulnerability is important. And after having your heart broke, it can be real easy to look at vulnerability as a threat to your well-being. But it isn't. It takes courage, it takes strength. You're probably wondering why I'm shuffling if I have all the cards here on the table. I'm going to try and move the reading to make it a little more visible. One day I'm going to figure out this camera thing. One day. Today doesn't seem like that day. Bear with me. I'm pulling a couple of clarifiers. I want a clarifier for this nasty, nasty Ten of Swords hanging out down here. I want a clarifier for the world. Very positive energy, though, always in a tarot reading. And actually, I want a clarifier for the Nine of Cups in reverse. What's up with this inverted abundance? This feeling of, like, I get burnout. I get, like, you got your guard up. You're just like, bring it on. Bring it on. I ain't dropping these fists for nothing. I didn't hear no bell. Rough. So, for starters, a clarifier for the lover, right? Anybody home? Yeah, someone's home. Make sure that is reverse. Four of Wands in reverse. Clarifying the lover. Alright. Yeah. The implication here, again, there's so much fire energy in this reading. There's just so much fire here. I feel like you really got burnt. And you're trying really hard not to get burnt again. Aquarius is an air sign. Well, what happens to an open flame on a windy day? It spreads. And it can become very destructive. So, you maybe have, like a fear of feeding this fire. Like maybe this new person is a fire sign coming in, and maybe this old person was also a fire sign, and you're like, I ain't doing that again. Bring me earth or water or another air this time. I don't want no Aries or Leo or Sagittarius. Maybe that's how you're feeling, but maybe universe is like, fire or nothing, take it or leave it. I don't know. This person might not be a fire sign even. Neither of them could be. Both of them could be. You know, general readings like this, there's only so much narrowing and specificity that we can really include in the reading and not just be like feeding you crap. Alright, clarify the world, please. Nope. Clarify the world, please. Not reversed. We got the Eight of Cups. Alright, so we're walking away from something. We get the world energy when we walk away from this thing. Maybe you're still waiting on this deadbeat ex to come back. You're like, oh, they'll be back. They're always back, right? Maybe that's how you feel right now. And you need to stop waiting on them because there's somebody better chilling over here that's waiting on you. And maybe they're going to run away if they see you're still all about your ex, right? Which kind of goes back to earlier in the reading where I was saying maybe you feel like it's not time yet, you're not ready, like you're still healing, right? And yeah, entering a relationship like before you're healed ain't the best. Rebounding, especially if someone who doesn't know what's going on, can be a little not cool. But also, like, if it's love, if it's real love, and it's coming for you, maybe you just need to say, okay, we're going to speed run the healing. Maybe we'll just be straightforward with this person and be like, look, I have been hurt, pretty freshly hurt. Bear with me. If you really want me in the picture, like, bear with me. Maybe that's how you feel about it right now. Maybe. And maybe they will. Maybe they'll appreciate that honesty. They'll like, look, I'm freshly wounded. Right? Okay. This was on the bottom of the deck a minute ago and just fell out, and I was about to pull the clarifier for the Nine of Pentacles. Good old Knight of Wands. Hopefully that's focusing alright. I like how warm this art feels. Very warm. Again, we got all this fire here. We got this warmth. Maybe you feel like you're in like a cold night in your soul. It's summer. There's not a cold anything anymore. But maybe you're having a cold night internally, and maybe this person could come in and warm you up in a way you need. I'm gonna read for the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands. Look, I'm not the best with the speaking. The Son of Wands is a true charmer. He's handsome and adventurous and seems to say all the right things. Some call him the White Knight of the Tarot, but at some point you may find he becomes hard to know. Trust your instincts with this one. Perfection is an illusion. Okay, so maybe this person coming in looks too good to be true. And you need to discern that on your own. You need to sit down and be like, do I text him back? Do I give him the little ghosting? But maybe this person is your kind of charming. Maybe they are due to be your white knight, right? Gender exclusive, like we don't need. I'm not talking either gender. This could be man for man, man for woman, woman for man, whatever. But maybe this is your white knight, and after being wrecked, maybe right after getting wrecked, you got a white knight coming in and being like, I got you. Let's scoop you up. Let's take you inside. Let's set you by the fireplace, make you a cup of hot chocolate, and just watch you heal, right? And maybe they're like, okay, you need your time. I'll sit here and wait. I'll chill. I will help you with the healing even, right? Maybe it's exactly what you need. I don't know. I guess I do. So I'm pulling one last card for this Ten of Swords. I want a little more detail about why we're hurting. Like what's dead done over with, why we're in pain, what we need to walk away from. We got that Eight of Cups earlier, right? I want to know why we're hurting. I want to know. Seven of Cups. Alright, that isn't one that shows up in my reading too often, and ironically is our third piece of water in the reading. However, water keeps showing up in not so positive places, so I'm starting to think this X was a water sign. Maybe. Could be anyone, but because over here clarifying the world, we have the Eight of Cups, a darker card of needing to walk away. Clarifying the Ten of Swords, we pulled the Seven of Cups. Still this fire persists. We got the Sun in the art here, right? And then in our position of fears, we pulled the Queen of Cups. And well, I'm going to read the Seven of Cups now. The Seven of Cups is not the most welcome card. Ooh. It indicates you'll face temptation in many aspects of your life. Whether it's cheating for pleasure, for money, you'll soon realize you've been building a house of cards. You may feel as though you can't see clearly, can't judge right from wrong, or up from down. This is the spell of the Seven of Cups. It's best to remove yourself for a while, step back, until you can see straight again. Wowzers. Alright, guys. So to add what I think that adds to the reading, I think it kind of reaffirms what I was saying, where I was saying you feel a little discombobulated, you're still hurting, you're still kind of in this Ten of Swords energy, right? And you're not sure. Maybe someone wants you now, you know? And maybe you're in a spot where you can't decide. You're still healing. You're still not sure about things. Maybe you're still holding feelings for this previous person. And that's okay. It's understandable. I'd prioritize your healing before I'd go chasing love. That could even be what this reading is telling you, is that the grass is greener. You know, you're hurt, and when we're hurt, we can... There's kind of two ways that really goes. We either like cut off and isolate, or we go chase someone to make us feel better about the fact that we've been hurt, right? Like, oh, I'll show you, I'll go get someone else, and I don't need you. And I don't suggest it. Who am I to give relationship advice? That's for sure. But it looks like a chaotic reading, to say the least. Like, okay, we'll read that in a sec. It does look a bit like a chaotic reading. It doesn't look per se like a negative reading or a bad reading. There is love here, right? You may not see it right now, but it's here, or it's coming in soon. So I like to wrap it up with a mantra card and a lucky number. The mantra card gives you something positive you can ponder upon in your mind going into the week. You can see Nimbus over there doing his thing. Hey, buddy. If my camera ain't focusing well, I'll read it in a sec. Love the art on this card. Dream big. I am divinely connected to all that is. Purposeful with every dream for all that is. Okay. Dream big here, right? So as you're healing, look to the stars. Crave the whole world. You've earned it. God knows you've earned it. Especially if some of the heartbreak I'm feeling here. It's time to kick the boomerang X to the side. It's time to think about what you really want. Maybe it's time to confront some insecurities. God knows I need to. Whatever it is, you got it. I'm sure you got it. Going into the next week or so, like... And yeah, if there's someone, like, coming in, what I would maybe do is let them come in slowly. Like, try and keep it, like, relaxed and casual at first. Maybe some dates or just hanging out even. Get to know them and then maybe move into the next phase. Again, maybe you communicate that you need time to heal, which is totally understandable. If they're really good for you, they're going to understand where you're at, hopefully. Wrapping it up, we got a lucky number. Number 7. Okay. Keep in mind, we pulled just the 7 of cups here. So, I think if you see 7 this week, here and there, this might just really be the reading for you. Thank you for being here. Let me know where I'm at. Let me know if this resonated for you. Tell me about this deadbeat. Tell me about this person coming in if you want. Drop it all in the comments. I'm not one to judge. I'm a smaller channel, so I tend to respond to comments if they're not real negative. Thank you for being here, and I hope to catch you in another reading for Aquarius.